Good morning. Tom Beal here, sharing some insights that I feel are very important. And yes, I am still sweaty after my morning walk to and from the beach. It's roughly a 2 mile to and 2 mile back, so 4 mile round trip walk that I partake in most every morning. And today I woke up extra early and handled some business, went out on a walk, and now I'm back. And I wanted to share this to kick off my day because I have a busy day ahead and hopefully share some insights that can be helpful to you and possibly others. Feel free to share it if you feel it is helpful to you on how to deal with adversity, how to deal with challenges, how to deal with news that surprises you, that shakes you, that angers you, etc. So, stuff is going to happen. One of the things that I learned in the Marine Corps back in January 1993, I was at Parris Island, South Carolina, in platoon 3028, Kilo Company. And uh, the bottom line is, look, they teach you to expect chaos, expect challenges. One of the lessons that I share with many of my coaching clients is this. In boot camp, they taught us if someone pulls a knife, the first thing you must do is expect to get cut. When I first heard that, I'm like, well, that sounds stupid. I don't want to get cut, but here's why. If you think when someone pulls out that you're not going to get cut, the probability of you not getting cut is slim to none. The chances are you'll get a slice. And what happens is if you go in with the expectation of I'm going to get out of this without getting cut, and let's say you get a cut on the arm, you're like, oh crap, I'm cut. Now they stab you and kill you because you were distracted. Versus going into this knowing that you're going to be cut. So when you are cut, it doesn't stop you from removing you from that dangerous situation. You're focused on still handling it without being distracted of, whoops, I'm cut. So how does that relate to life? How does that relate to challenges? Well, I teach my clients, some of the most well-known and respected marketers, personal development authors, coaches, and trainers in the world today, to expect chaos. Expect getting the phone call with bad news. Expect business plans to not go to plan. Expect that things aren't always going to be rainbows and unicorns. So that when the phone call comes in, when the news comes in, you can receive it. You can have that time to go through that emotional journey, but then quickly get back to being grounded and ready to seize the day still. Because look, either you right now are in a serious situation, personally or professionally, or you just came out of one, or there's one right around the corner for you. So think about this. Either you, me, or anyone that we come in contact with in our circle of friends and family has some issues going on with health. Either you personally, your close family, your extended family, or your friends, there's some health issues and challenges somewhere in that circle. That weighs on you mentally, emotionally, psychologically. There are in that same circle, either with yourself, your close family, your extended family, or your circle of friends, some relationship issues that also can weigh on your psychology and kind of bog down your mind per se. And at the same time, the same circle, either yourself or your close family, extended family, or circle of friends, there's some financial difficulty and challenges going on. And between those, if not one of those is going on, generally it's multiple of those that are happening, either personally or in that circle of family and friends. And if we add in the element of news, if we add in the element of the constant fear and the constant propaganda that's being spread worldwide, that's a whole other element that can weigh on you psychologically, emotionally, and otherwise to hinder you from being the best that you're capable of being, hinder you from gaining the clarity of recognizing here's where I am in my health, my relationships, and my finances, and here's where I'm wanting to go. Here's where I'm desiring to go. All those things, you can handle them without them being a distraction, without them having you taken away from being who you need to be and doing what you need to do to improve you and your family's life and lives. So when chaos happens, just like I said, expect to get cut. You are expecting the chaos. So you hear it, and yes, you can have emotions. Yes, you can feel pain. Yes, you can feel anger. Yes, you have that. You're human. That's part of this journey. But it's not going to distract you and put you off course for days, weeks, months, etc. You're able to receive it, you're able to process it, you're able to get back to being grounded quickly to handle this game we call life. What you're thinking, what you're speaking, what you're doing as far as the actions you're taking. And in doing so, one step, one day at a time, you will be able to progressively get from where you are to where you want to be. And you will not be derailed by the unexpected challenges, by the unexpected news. And I'm bringing this up obviously because yesterday we all were shocked with some sad news in the world about a suicide bomber. I don't know all the details, but I, as a Marine, know that there were Marines lost, there were lives lost, and there was a lot of pain, a lot of destruction that, in my opinion, was unnecessary. And I'm not a fan at all of death that could have been prevented, right? But life happens, stuff happens, and none of us get out of here alive. So that's another thing to recognize. I'm only here for a brief amount of time, regardless of how long I live. I just got done chatting on my morning walk with a gentleman who served in the Air Force. I saw him with his Air Force shirt on. I said, "Hey, sir, you served in the Air Force?" He said, "Yep." And he's walking his dog. And I see him out and about every once in a while. I didn't know he was in the Air Force until this morning, though. And he said, "When did you serve?" Because I said, "I was in the Marine Corps." He said, "When did you serve?" I said, "About 1993 to 1997, shortly after you." He chuckled. He said, "Shortly after me. I was in 1954. I did the quick math. He's got to be in his late 80s to early 90s, out walking the dog. And we had a brief chat. It was nice to hear his take on all of this, and we just parted ways and said God bless, and there we have it. But the bottom line is, no matter how long we live, this journey is over like that. And he joked. He's like, yeah, I came in right after him. He was in 54. I said, man, even me in 93, I'm almost 30 years later. It's hard to believe how quickly time goes, how fast a year, how fast a decade goes. So no matter how long we live, it's over like that. So the key is to live while we can. Since none of us get out of here alive, the key, in my perspective, is to not be so afraid of dying that you forget to live, that you forget to dream big, that you forget to go for your dreams and aspirations while you still can. So that's something I hope inspires you today to seize the day. I have a saying that I started years ago called "Make Today Great." And that's the premise of being present in this moment. Today is my day. I don't have a guarantee of tomorrow, so I'm going to go for it today. And I encourage you to do the same. I have a podcast at maketodaygreat.com. You can tap into more insights. You can tap into more wisdom that I share, and I bring experts on to share as well at maketodaygreat.com. And that's what I ask you to do. Expect chaos. Don't let it push you off track from following what's yours to do. Process it, expect it, get grounded, and continue to think, speak, and act focused on what you want. Gain clarity on what you want, and take one step after the next, one day after the next. Don't take life for granted. Recognize the journey goes quick, and make today great. Go to maketodaygreat.com. Look forward to seeing you there, hearing your feedback. Until next time, do just that. Make today great. Bye for now.